Hello everyone, in this video I'll be explaining you the problem n repeated elements in size to an array. So let's read out the problem. You are given an integer array nums with the following properties. Nums total length is equal to 2 into n and nums contain n plus 1 unique elements. Okay. Exactly one element of num is repeated n times. Return the element that is repeated n times. If you see here, so it's like n is 2 here and into 2 it's like 4, so we have nums dot length as 4 and one element is repeated n times, which is 2 times, and we have n plus 1 like 3 unique elements, right? 1 to 3. So we'll have to return which element is repeated n times. Okay, so in this example also we can see 2 is repeated 3 times and the size of the array is 6. Okay, so here 5 is repeated. So let's go to the board and try to solve this. Let me see. First example, we have 1 2 3 3. So what they've said is they've given an integer array nums. Okay, it's an array and its length is 2n. Okay, length of nums is basically 2 into n. Okay, which means for some integer n is from 1 to some 10 power 5 or something like that. So let me see and what constant they've given. N is 5 into 10 power 3, not 10 power 5. 5 into 10 power 3. So they're saying we have n plus 1 unique elements. Unique elements or integers, you can say. So obviously if there are n plus 1 unique elements and length of the array is 2n, so which means one integer is repeated n times, right? So we need to find this integer. Okay, so if you see here, if you take n is 2, how can you say? Because its length is 4 divided by 2, so you will get 2. Here n is 2, so length of nums, if you see here, it is 2n. So n is 2 into n, which is 2 into 2, which is 4. We have 1 2 3 4. And if you see uniqueness, we have 3 unique elements, which is n plus 2. If you see size of this, okay, which is 2 plus 1, which is 3. And one number is repeated n times. If you see 3 has a frequency of 3 is 2. Okay, it's like 3 times 3 has occurred 2 times, which is equals to n. So 3 we have to return from the function. So now how to solve this problem? Okay, what we'll try to do is, as you know, like whichever element you have, that element I'll try to put it in a set. I'll put 1. Okay, previously its size was 0. We did not had any element, so previous size was 0, and I'll see current size. Before inserting, its size is 0. When I insert first element, its size is 1. So both are unmatching, right? If they're unmatching, which means a unique element has been added into the set. Okay, right now it's like first element we are adding, so it's a unique only. Next we'll go to second iteration, next index, this one. Now, before moving, before taking this element into this set, make sure your current is initialized to, sorry, previous is initialized to current, which is 1, and now you try to insert it. When you insert 2, because 2 is not there in insert, you are inserting, so its size is now 2. Now you see, again there are difference. Previous size is 1, current size is 2. So which means we have the unique elements only. Okay. Now, before taking this element, I will make sure my previous is set to current, which is 2. Now I'll try to insert this. This will go into the set. When it is moving into the set, its size is now 3. Now if you see, previous size was 2, but the current size is 3. Okay. Now I'll make sure previous size is set to current size, which is 3. Now I'll move to this one. Now when I try to insert this set, since it is already there, so the set size does not change, set remains as it is, and current size is 3 only. So when you see previous size is equals to current size, which means whichever element you have added, that is repeated. Okay, if that is repeated, which means that is the element which will be occurring in n times, because length is 2n of the array, and there are n plus 1 unique elements. Okay, so if you divide this n into n plus n, so it's like you will have n elements to be one time only. Okay, one time, and this one element to be n times. Okay, they have said in the question. So that is why it's like one element, see which element has repeated n times, only that has frequency more than 1. Rest all element has frequency of 1. If you see, frequency of 1 is 1 only, frequency of 2 is 2 only. Frequency means how many times that element has occurred in the array, but frequency of 3, if you see, that is 2. Okay, so that's why you take any example and you see previous size, current size. If at any point you see previous size equals to current size, which means the element that just now you have inserted is the one that has repeated n times. Okay, so let's try to code it up. So I'll take unordered set. Okay, now I'll take previous size to be initially 0 and current size also to be 0 only. I'll take, or current size I'll not initialize to anything. Now I'll take one by one element from the nums, and I'll take current size to be 0, previous size to be nothing, because every time I'll set my previous size to current size. Okay, whatever current size was there like previously. Now I'll try to insert this num into set, and my current size is going to be st dot size. If I find that previous size is equals to current size, which means the number num whatever we have added is the one which has repeated, so I'll return num. Okay, so in this loop only we will be able to find the answer. So when you are coming out of the loop, just return 0. It's basically like you need some return statement, so it's a dummy, but in the loop only you'll get the answer. Yeah, sample test cases are passing. Let's try to submit the code. Yeah, it got accepted and beats 100% of the user. And if you try to analyze the time complexity, it's 2n, okay, which is linear, and space complexity if you analyze, so it's O of n at max, right? So it is also linear. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video.